Hey, all right, everybody. Yeah, Habariza, Sabui, Habariza, China, Habariza, Gioni, brothers and sisters all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, brothers and sisters all over the world. The name of this channel is The African Times. And I'm Thomas. All right, everybody, this is a good broadcast of The Rise and Shine. The Rise and Shine. Okay, it's early in the morning. It was actually earlier. I think I was up at 5 in the morning. Getting out, getting it, going to get it. Sometimes you just have to do it yourself. There are those times when you just, the old saying, if you want it done right, do it yourself. Yeah, no, I'm out, but I wanted to have a talk with you briefly about black capitalists. Black capitalists. You know capitalism. I told you, economics, capitalism, the system operated and run by the government, the West. Capitalism. Let's talk about it. I want you guys to understand it because they throw this term around and we hear it. It's been going on for hundreds of years. Capitalism. So, capital, money, resources, like, money, resources, materials, raw materials, whether those are, whatever the resources are. Human labor, human machines, earth, materials, all those things that fall under the term capital. Capitalism. Capitalism, to capitalize on a situation. To capitalize on an individual. To use the capital in its various forms to create opportunities for yourself to generate more capital. Now, the reason I'm kind of talking about that, and don't get caught up in it, because don't get caught up in the complexity of it. It's not complex. These people want you to think that everything is complex and it's very old and it's very scientific. Some of it's just very basic. And most of it is very basic. It's just a system of acquiring wealth, a system of exchange, a system of exchange of goods and services, products, manufacturing, creating them, and then distributing that money, that wealth that's generated from the product. The reason I'm talking about that is because it's not just the W system, because it's a system that they promote around the world as being the greatest system in the world, the best way to, advance society, and modern society uses this and it's universal. So because they promote that idea, that concept, that philosophy, that approach to economic activity, then you have people who become indoctrinated by it, institutionalized by it, the believers in it, followers of it, the promoters of it. And when you add in all of the other propagandistic tactics associated with it to make you think and believe that it's the best system in the world, then you end up creating individuals. This is an individualistic system. You create individuals who go out and live their lives according to this capitalist view, this capitalist ideology, this capitalist philosophy. Most of those people, W's that promote it because they benefit from it. They benefited benefit from it at the disadvantage of other people that don't look like them, people that look like me and you, all over the world. So the reason I'm talking to you about this is because, you know, all of us, the people that look like us, and I'm talking to us, the good brothers and sisters all over the world, wherever you are, whatever part of the world you're in, France, Britain, Germany, Spain, Australia, you know, the islands, you know, Hawaii, Japan, Asia, you know, Russia, the Baltic states, wherever, Africa. There are a bunch of us, because I was one too, we've been raised and brought up in that system and through massive amounts of information, advertising, propaganda. We've been brought up to believe that that is the best system. That is the best way to interact with each other economically. And because we've been brought up that way, we start to treat each other in a way that comes from a capitalist philosophy. So I'm just cut to the chase, because in a minute I'm going to have to go. But, so these black capitalists, I ran into one, not directly, but personally. It was like through a phone text. And I'll tell you why that's important in a minute here in the good motherland, and all of us diasporans coming and running freedom, looking for uhuru. But I ran into this brother. Tell you a little story. There's a guy here in the diaspora in Tanzania. I was having a little difficulty with some of the natives, and that happens. It happens everywhere. People, through their interactions, because of the socialization, we end up sometimes having conflict, minor conflict, you know, disagreement. Because everybody has their own agenda, everybody has their own vote. So we end up I had a conflict with somebody here, ongoing. And we're trying to work through the situation. I'm always trying to work through the situation from a position of love, from a position of caring and concern and understanding how we all got into this situation. There are other people who may not take all of those things into consideration, the context of what put us in this situation. So anyway, something, like I said, was happening here between me and another person, and there's a guy I know who was a diaspora, came here just like me, and I asked him, I was telling him about the situation. He said, hey, you know what? You need to call this one brother, because this brother he would want to know about that, because he's trying to help people by telling them different things that are happening in various places in Africa, so that the diaspora people coming can be aware of these things and kind of look out and protect themselves. And that sounds good to me. I think that's a noble thing to do. I'm trying to do that very thing myself. So he gave me this brother's number, and many of you know this brother. So he gave me the brother's number, and I didn't call right away because I'm really busy, and like, you know, I'm working through the situation. I'm going to work through it, just like many of us, when we have a situation, we work through it. So I don't know, probably a week or two, I texted the brother. I called him actually first, and when I called the brother, he didn't answer, which is fine. There's no problem with that. That's good. People are busy. And to all of you, I'm very busy here trying to survive. So when you come, I try to do the very best that I can to meet with you and do anything I can to assist you in your stay to make it comfortable for you. So as soon as I called this brother, he didn't answer. And that was cool. So I sent him a text letting him know, hey, this is who I am. And this is a situation that's happening with me. And I told him that a brother gave me your number and suggested that I call you. But and I told him, I also told him that, hey, look, I appreciate what you're doing. This is a YouTube brother, very popular brother. And I told him I respect what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. I'm aware of what you're doing. And so this brother told me to call you and explain this to you. I think what his hope was is that he thought maybe you'd be interested and want to share it with the people. So that's why I left. But I told him, hey, thank you. I respect what you're doing, and take care. That's what I said in the text generally. And I did that because, you know, you don't know if, you don't know what a person's schedule is like if they're busy, and I don't want to be a burden to anybody. So brother responded right away and said, okay, well, who are you? And I told him again, and he was like, well, okay, well, how can I help you, brother? And since I didn't need any help, I just said, well, basically, this brother gave me your number. He thought you might be interested in this for your channel. Yeah, basically, like I was saying, I think the information was given. Oh, sorry about that. Y'all got a good close-up. Listen, the information was given to the brother for his channel. I'm sorry about the sound, everybody. Like I said, I'm waiting, but I wanted to get this information out. But the information was given to the brother for the purpose of maybe him helping some people on his channel. I was going to talk about it myself anyway, but this brother has a much wider audience than I do. So I didn't see any harm in helping. So let me try to make sure I get to the chase before this client shows up. But the whole point is the brother ended up telling me to give him he wouldn't call me. He said, send me a recording. He said something was wrong with his connection on his phone, but obviously I was able to get through by texting. So for me to send him a voice recording of my situation. Now, the name on the phone, it didn't have a name to it. I don't know. I wasn't sure if this is the brother who I'm talking to, but no big deal. Because I trusted the brother that sent me to him. And so I don't think he would give me a bad number. So when the brother said, give me a voice message, this situation is that I'm talking about there's some legal ramifications. So I'm just not going to record anything, send it to a stranger that I don't know, and give you details in a recording. But because I respect the brother, and I said that a few times in the text message, because this is all done by text, I sent him a message, a voice message, explaining to him generally what the issue was. But I didn't mention any names, I didn't mention any people. I just spoke generally about behavior that takes place between people. And I did that for the protection of him, me, the people involved, all of that. So this brother responds back to me and tells me that, okay, see, this is why I charge for consultations, because you just wasted 45 minutes of my time. You didn't say anything. I don't even know what this is about. Now, I'm just going to tell you, that dude's a clown. He's a clown, because I explained clearly, and maybe one day I explained clearly in the video, in the message, that I can't talk over the phone about this. I don't know you, but I'm trying to be respectful to you, and I'm trying to show you and do it the way that you want it done. It's no big deal for me. But clown. And the reason I have to just come out and say it is because these clowns said consultation and charge a lot of money for that. And there are people who do that. I'm not knocking that. Make your money. Do what you have to do. I have a different approach. I'm not knocking your approach. Fine. But this is directly with me now. It's not about the money. I don't need your consultation. I told you I didn't have a problem. What I'm talking about is the people, the children, these black capitalists, which this brother would fit in that category. Black capitalists. They get a little money. You all know them. Get a little money. And then when they get some money, they start treating people poorly. Those are people that don't have money, people that are in need, people that may come to them because maybe they learned something, they can share something. Now, some of these very people who do these kinds of things, and I'm not talking about the consultation fee. That's not what I'm talking about. That's okay. Many ways to interact with people economically is okay. What I'm talking about is we're in an emergency situation as a people. So capitalizing to maximize profit at the detriment of the people. Now I got a problem with that. Because you want to be a rich individual and you and your family, y'all do well and all that. That's fine if that's what you want to do, but that's how we got in this problem. You see, I don't have a problem with sharing information with people and doing all that. It's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But some information shouldn't be used with a profit motive, and the priority being profit. Because we as a people have to share this information in order to survive and help our society and our prosperity and our children and our future. Let me give you an example. Let's say technology to medical technology. Technology that can be used to help save a life, prevent a death. When you come up with this way of doing that, should you only sell it to the people who have the most money? Because that's capitalism. In other words, all the other people who don't have money, they deserve to suffer. They deserve to die, to perish, because they don't have the money. That's capitalism. That's the way these W's operate. And you, those of you black capitalists who want to believe survival of the fittest, you clown. None of us are here surviving without the other. Period. Clown. None of us. Everything that we've done has been built on the works of those who came before us. Clown. Don't you realize writing, the organization of symbols to represent the sounds that come out of your mouth, you clown? That had to be invented. It was only invented once. Everything else is a copy, clown. Now, I'm not mentioning your name, clown. I don't need to mention your name. You know who you are. Clown. Listen, everybody. This is a very serious situation. And it's not going to change. The world is changing. Don't you understand? Can't you see it? It's right in front of you. Or do you choose to believe the propaganda these people put in front of you? To make you think, oh, everything is getting better. Every generation gets better and better. Just capitalism is declining. The American dominance is declining. The American empire is in decline. There are competitors who have arisen, just like all other empires. That doesn't mean they're any better. No, they got the same agenda. They're about theirs. And we're supposed to be about ours. They come together to make theirs possible. And they've used us, black capitalists, to promote their ideas and their philosophies to our people. to the detriment of our people. Clown. If there's some kind of benefit to help our people, you share it with the people so the people can protect themselves as a society. That's how you protect the individuals. You protect individuals by having group power. Group power. Group consciousness. Group awareness. This is basic, you clown. Basic. That's what you have a family for. Mother, father, what? They protect the children. Without the mother and father, we are not born into this world capable of taking care of ourselves. It takes many, many years for that. That means you have to what? Be interdependent, you clown. So look, I'm gonna stop, but I want you to understand black capitalists running around following white ideology at your own detriment. In other words, when people come to you, tell you, hey, you can make some money, we can get you up. Yeah, we can bring you up. Okay, yeah, listen, I keep getting interrupted, so I'm gonna have to stop. But the whole point, I'm gonna finish up. I just want you to understand, the whole point is you don't have to have profit as your primary driver, your primary reason for working with people and interacting with people. That's not mine. I'm gonna give you an example, and then I'm gonna let you go. Let's say an apartment building, a house, a lodging, apartment building. The capitalists tell you every year you raise your rent 10-15%. And black people, our good brothers and sisters, many of them where I'm from in America, they follow these philosophies. Yeah, man, you can maximum amount, charge the maximum amount. Man, they'll pay this. We're not in that situation. It's an emergency situation. That's not even working for the capitalists. In America, most people working 2 jobs can't afford a 2-bedroom place, and they all have children. You understand? And they're working full-time, 2 jobs, and still can't afford it. These are facts. And that's because the capitalist system has raised the price of products and services over and over and over and over again every year, following the same silly philosophy. Inflation, if it goes up 4%, but your wages don't go up comparable to that, then 4% in 10 years, that's 40%. If your wages only go up 2%, then that's 20%. You're already at a 20% deficit over the course of 10 years. This is what is happening. And it's clear in all of Western societies. Okay? So, black capitalists, clown. We can build an apartment as an example, a complex place where people live. You don't have to raise the rent. You spent the money to build the place. Now it takes 10 years to get the money back to recoup or whatever. After 10 years, 15 years, now it's just profit for the remaining of that building structure, other maintenance things. You don't have to raise the price up. You can divide all the expenses up between the people living there. It's communal. Not with profit driven. You can still make a little bit of money, so you just do another project. And then what did you do? You help the people. So no, clown, I don't need your consultation on that issue. So look, all I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters, we got to come together and stop following these philosophies. You can still make some money without maximizing the charge that you charge people. That's what we try to do. And I'm not saying you got to follow what I'm saying. No. But I know this much. Following that black capitalist W strategy leads to the destruction that they're going through right now. And contributes to the destruction of black civilization. So no, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. So I just thought I'd tell you guys about that because I'm not with that. And even here, if you come here, I'm trying to help you, period. I'm trying to do whatever I can. Resources, information, knowledge, time, labor, whatever. Work together for the future of our people and our children. We're in an emergency situation all over this planet with these people imposing their will on us. All right, so I think the volume was kind of screwed up in the beginning. I don't even know if it is now, but hopefully you can understand it. I'm gonna get going. I gotta go do this thing, but I love you all. I hope you understand. And again, I ain't mentioning nobody's name because the individual already knows who they are. They know. Waste your time, brother. I didn't need your time. I was trying to help the people, you clown. Arrogant. Ego. I don't have that. I don't need that. I don't care about that. All right, I love you all. I hope you understand. Talk to you soon. Uhuru. Uhuru. Uhuru.